Hello everybody, Walters954 here, coming at you guys with another Python tutorial on functions. So let's jump right into it. Functions are basically a block of code that you want to use in place of repeated code. So code that you may use like over and over again and it's exactly the same, or you may change like one or two things. It used to be changing a lot of things, but you'll get into that. You'll use like your intuition and your common sense to basically know, all right, this should be a function, or I'm only going to use this once or twice, so I'll just write it in there. But functions are generally really good for when you want to have repeated code and for like error checking. So if you want to change, if there's an error in your code and it's in a function and it's not in like 100 million different places, then it's super easy to fix it. So I'll give you guys like a brief overview of how to write a function here. So you need the DEF, which probably stands for definition or something like that. Name your function and then use the open and close brackets or parens, and then colon, and print out whatever you want to, do your code in this block here. So right now I have a hello world function. So if I go ahead and run this, it's going to print out hello world. So if I had like a print statement kind of like down here with a bunch of hello worlds, instead of going through each individual one, I could just change this one to say whatever I want. So moving right along, we will go to the next function, which is our name function, and you can see there with the like IntelliSense, it tells you what the variables are that it's looking for. So if you put anything in the parens here inside of them, then it becomes a parameter or like a temporary variable that you can use inside of your function. So in this function name, it's asking for you to pass in my name, so I'll do that. And if I run this, nothing came out, and this is because we are returning something in this function. In the first function we were actually doing a print statement, but in your functions you can like return like a specific variable, or you can return whatever your calculation is, and you'll see that in the next function that I go over. So if I actually do print, whoops, if I do print the function name, and we'll just close these because I got a little mixed up, and run this, right now you will see Warren being printed out. Same thing if you want to do it with like a for loop, so print out s in function name print me. I hope this will work, I haven't even tried it, and we'll just do print s. Up, there we go. And if we run this, and print me printed out in a for loop function. So that's the basic gist of how this works. But right now we can see, for our last like demonstration, we can see that I'm going to be printing out all of whatever number I feel plus 32. So if I run this, whatever these are. But say if I wanted 32 to actually be like 12, then I have to go to each one of these and say 12. But if I would have done this in a function instead, I would say function calc a, which I don't even remember what the number is. We'll remember this one, which was 5. And this one is 2. But we'll put this to something else. And I'll put this 35, whatever. And oops. Oh, this is function name. I was like, why didn't that work? The other one worked. The other ones work. Calc. You got me a little confused there. So anyways, what did I do? Anyways, so if I run these now, it's doing 32 plus whatever plus b, and this is how you do like additional parameters in your function. So now if I wanted to change this to like a gigantic number, and we run this, it's a gigantic number. So also if I wanted to like change this to subtraction really quickly, it's subtraction. So that's the power of functions. It's just a lot cleaner, instead of saying, you know, a plus b whatever if it's a really long function, or you can do like quick code corrections if something is wrong with your code. Instead of doing it in many different places, you will have just one place to go to. And I'm pretty sure functions have to be defined at the top. Yeah, the functions all have to go at the top. If I try to run this right now, it won't be able to read it because it's kind of like reading from top to bottom if you want to think of it like that. So the function needs to be defined first before you can actually call it. So that's just one little caveat. I know in like Java you can do it wherever you want, but that's it for functions. There's a thing where you can do like random amount of arguments, but I'm not even going to go over that because I don't understand that yet. So we won't even worry about that. And for my next video, I'll probably be going over classes, and then after that, we're officially ready to start on my first project after we understand projects. So be sure to subscribe, like, and let me know what you guys think about the videos.